The Galactic Council had gathered once again in their grand chamber, a massive hall filled with representatives from across the galaxy. The room buzzed with the usual hum of discussions and debates, as leaders from various alien species prepared for their weekly meeting. The Council was known for handling the most critical issues facing the galaxy, from interstellar conflicts to peace treaties. Today, however, the atmosphere was different. There was a palpable sense of anticipation in the air. The Council had been receiving reports of unusual activity from Earth, but no one had paid much attention. Earth was just one of many planets, and while it had made some progress, it was far from being a major player in galactic affairs. At least that was what everyone thought. As the meeting began, Council Chairman Zaylor, a tall, imposing figure with scales that shimmered like diamonds, called for attention. He had a serious expression on his face, which was unusual for someone known for their calm demeanor. "We have a special announcement from Earth," Zaylor declared. "They claim to have made a significant technological breakthrough." The room fell silent. Representatives exchanged puzzled glances, their curiosity piqued. Earth's technological advancements had always been modest compared to the advanced species in the Council. What could possibly be so important? Zaylor continued, "Earth's leaders have invited us to witness the unveiling of their newest creation. They say it is a warship. No, not just any warship, but the largest dreadnought ever built. They are eager to demonstrate its power and capabilities." A murmur of surprise and skepticism spread through the chamber. Dreadnoughts were massive, powerful warships, and the idea of Earth having built one was almost laughable to many in the room. Representatives from the Andromedan Alliance and the Zinthar Federation exchanged knowing looks, their faces showing a mix of amusement and disbelief. "There must be some mistake," said Representative Tara, a diplomat from the Sharian Syndicate. "Earth has always been far behind in military technology. This sounds like a trick or a misunderstanding." Another voice, belonging to the ambitious and sharp-tongued Vraxian ambassador, chimed in, "If it's true, this could change everything. Earth is not known for such grand achievements. We need to be cautious." Despite the skepticism, the Council agreed to view the presentation. After all, if Earth was indeed making such bold claims, it was better to see for themselves. The Council's representatives prepared to connect to Earth's live feed, their screens flickering as the transmission began. As the feed came to life, the Council members watched in awe. The scene before them was a vast space dock orbiting Earth. The camera zoomed in on a colossal structure, partially shrouded by a curtain of energy fields. The Dreadnought was revealed in all its glory, its sheer size and design unlike anything the Council had ever seen. Gasps of astonishment echoed through the chamber as the Dreadnought came into full view. It was a behemoth of metal and technology, far larger and more advanced than anything the Galactic Council had ever imagined. The ship was equipped with weapons of immense power, its hull adorned with intricate patterns of light and energy. Its presence commanded respect and awe. Council members were stunned. Some were now visibly worried, realizing that Earth might have been hiding more advanced technology than they had ever anticipated. Others felt a growing sense of unease as they considered the implications of this new development. Could Earth truly be a hidden power in the galaxy? The Council meeting ended with a mixture of tension and confusion. Representatives were left grappling with the reality of Earth's capabilities and what it meant for their future interactions. The Galactic Council's next steps were uncertain, but one thing was clear: Earth had just made a statement that could not be ignored. The day of the grand reveal arrived, and anticipation was electric across the galaxy. Earth had promised to show off their new Dreadnought, and the Galactic Council, still reeling from the shocking announcement, was eager to see what all the fuss was about. The event was scheduled to be broadcast live to all members of the Council, along with other interested parties from various star systems. The scene on Earth was impressive. The Dreadnought, named the Eclipse, was docked in a massive orbital shipyard floating high above the planet. The area around it was a hive of activity, with engineers and technicians working diligently to prepare for the big moment. Huge screens displayed the ship's sleek design and the intricate details of its advanced weaponry, building up the excitement. The Council members tuned into the broadcast, their screens flickering to life as the live feed began. The broadcast was hosted by Earth's top military officers and scientists, who greeted the viewers with a mixture of pride and anticipation. The officers were dressed in their finest uniforms, and the scientists looked eager to show off their hard work. As the camera panned across the shipyard, the council members saw the eclipse for the first time. The Dreadnought was enormous, its sheer size dwarfing even the largest ships the council had ever seen. It had a sleek, dark exterior, adorned with glowing energy lines that pulsed with a rhythmic glow. The ship's hull was reinforced with a new type of metal that shimmered under the lights, giving it an almost otherworldly appearance. The broadcast zoomed in on various features of the eclipse. Massive turrets bristled with weapons of all kinds, laser cannons, missile launchers, and energy projectors. The ship's engines were enormous, with thrusters that glowed a fierce blue, promising unimaginable speed and power. The crew quarters and command center were shown in detail, each area outfitted with the latest technology and luxury. As the camera moved to the ship's bridge, the council members saw the ship's captain and crew looking confident and proud. The captain, Admiral Jameson, stepped forward to address the audience. "Welcome, esteemed members of the Galactic Council. Today, we are proud to present the Eclipse, the largest and most advanced dreadnought ever built. This ship represents the pinnacle of human engineering and technology." Admiral Jameson's voice was steady, but there was a note of excitement that was hard to miss. He continued, "The Eclipse is equipped with state-of-the-art defense systems and offensive capabilities. It is designed to protect our home and ensure peace in the galaxy. We hope that this ship will demonstrate our commitment to security and diplomacy." The camera then shifted to show a live demonstration of the Eclipse's capabilities. The ship's weapons were tested in space, firing precision lasers and launching missiles at simulated targets. The display was breathtaking. The power and accuracy of the Eclipse were clear and impressive. Each shot was followed by a burst of light and energy, making the ship's capabilities undeniable. As the demonstration concluded, the council members were left in stunned silence. The Dreadnought's sheer scale and the precision of its weaponry were far beyond anything they had expected. The ship's design was elegant yet formidable, blending advanced technology with a striking aesthetic. The council's previous doubts and skepticism were replaced by a growing sense of awe and concern. The broadcast ended with a final message from Admiral Jameson. "We hope that the Eclipse will not only serve as a symbol of human ingenuity, but also as a message of our desire for peace. We stand ready to engage with the Galactic Council and our neighbors in a spirit of cooperation and mutual respect." As the broadcast faded, the council members looked at each other, their faces reflecting a mix of astonishment and apprehension. The Eclipse had made a powerful statement, and the galaxy was now facing a new reality. The implications of Earth's new dreadnought were far-reaching, and the Council had much to consider as they processed the full impact of what they had just witnessed. After witnessing the dramatic reveal of Earth's new dreadnought, the Galactic Council convened for an urgent meeting. The members, still reeling from the shock of the Eclipse's unveiling, gathered in their grand chamber, their faces a mix of worry and intrigue. The meeting was called to discuss the implications of the dreadnought and decide how to respond to Earth's bold move. As the council session began, Chairman Zaylor took his place at the head of the table, his eyes reflecting the gravity of the situation. "Esteemed representatives," he began, "we have all witnessed the extraordinary power and scale of Earth's new warship. It is clear that their technological advancements have far surpassed our expectations. We must now determine how to proceed." The room was filled with murmurs of agreement and concern. Representative Tara from the Sharian Syndicate raised her voice first. "The Eclipse is indeed impressive, but we must consider whether this ship represents a threat to our stability. Earth has made it clear that their intentions are peaceful, but can we trust them?" Representative Vrax from the Vraxian Dominion leaned forward, his eyes narrowed. "I believe this is a strategic maneuver. Earth's show of power is a message, and it's not one we can ignore. We need to prepare for the possibility of conflict. If Earth is willing to build such a massive warship, they might be preparing for something more than just defense." A heated debate quickly ensued. Representatives from various factions weighed in with their opinions. The Andromedan Alliance, known for its diplomatic stance, argued that this could be an opportunity for negotiation. "Let us not rush to conclusions," said Andromedan envoy Lyra. "Earth has shown a willingness to engage with us. Perhaps this is their way of seeking respect and acknowledgement. We should open channels for dialogue and find common ground. On the other hand, the Xinthar Federation, with its history of military preparedness, argued for a different approach. The eclipse could be a game-changer in the balance of power, said Xinthar Commander Kor. We must consider increasing our defenses and forging new alliances. If Earth is indeed preparing for something, we need to be ready. The debate grew more intense as council members expressed their concerns. Some felt that Earth's new Dreadnought might be a bluff, a way to intimidate rather than to actually engage in war. Others were alarmed by the possibility of an arms race, where each side might feel pressured to develop their own advanced technologies. In the midst of the debate, Chairman Zalor called for calm. We need to consider all options carefully, he said. We must not let fear dictate our actions. It is crucial that we approach this situation with a clear strategy. We cannot afford to make decisions based on panic or assumptions. With Zalor's words hanging in the air, the council decided to form a special task force to investigate further. This task force would be responsible for gathering more information about Earth's intentions and capabilities, as well as exploring potential diplomatic solutions. The task force was to be composed of representatives from various factions to ensure a balanced perspective. As the meeting concluded, there was a sense of urgency among the council members. They knew that the next steps were critical. The debate had highlighted the uncertainty and the need for a well-thought-out response. Earth's new Dreadnought had shifted the dynamics of galactic politics, and the Council was faced with the challenge of navigating this new reality. As the representatives left the chamber, their minds were occupied with thoughts of what the future might hold. The eclipse had not only impressed them, but also created a situation that required careful handling. The galaxy was on the brink of a new chapter, and the Galactic Council's decisions in the coming days would determine the course of interstellar relations. With the Galactic Council's decision to investigate Earth's new Dreadnought, the atmosphere across the galaxy grew increasingly tense. News of the eclipse had spread far and wide, sparking a flurry of activity among various star systems. The galaxy was now on edge, with many wondering what Earth's intentions might be. On Earth, the excitement over the eclipse was tempered by a growing sense of unease. The government and military leaders knew that their bold display had not only impressed, but also alarmed the Galactic Council and other factions. The Dreadnought was a powerful statement, but it had also drawn attention and created potential risks. The media buzzed with speculation and analysis about the eclipse. Analysts and commentators debated the significance of the Dreadnought, with some suggesting it was a symbol of Earth's newfound power, while others feared it could lead to conflict. The public was caught between pride and anxiety, uncertain about the implications of their planet's new military asset. Meanwhile, the Galactic Council's Special Task Force was hard at work. Its members were dispatched to gather intelligence on Earth's military capabilities and intentions. They scrutinized every detail of the eclipse, seeking to understand its technology and assess any potential threats. Diplomats were also sent to Earth to negotiate and gather information directly from human leaders. As the task force conducted its investigation, tensions continued to rise. Representatives from different star systems began to make their moves. Some factions, feeling threatened by Earth's display of power, started to bolster their own defenses. The Xinthar Federation, in particular, began enhancing their military readiness, deploying additional ships and resources to their borders. In contrast, the Andromedan Alliance advocated for dialogue and diplomacy. They worked to establish communication channels with Earth, hoping to address concerns and prevent misunderstandings. Their goal was to de-escalate the situation and find a peaceful resolution. The Vraxian Dominion, with its reputation for cunning strategies, began exploring alliances with other factions. They sought to leverage the situation to their advantage, positioning themselves as key players in the evolving power dynamics. Their activities only added to the sense of uncertainty and intrigue. Back on Earth, military officials continued to prepare for any potential threats. The Eclipse's crew conducted rigorous training exercises, simulating various scenarios to ensure they were ready for any possible confrontation. Earth's leaders emphasized that the Dreadnought was intended for defense, but they also made it clear that they would not back down if provoked. Amidst the rising tensions, a series of minor incidents further fueled the uncertainty. Unidentified spacecraft were spotted near Earth's borders, leading to increased vigilance and occasional skirmishes. These incidents were small but significant, as they demonstrated the fragile state of relations between Earth and the rest of the galaxy. The Galactic Council's task force reported their findings, revealing that Earth's intentions were indeed focused on defense. However, the sheer scale and power of the eclipse had created a sense of unease among many factions. The Council's dilemma was clear: how to address the new reality without triggering an all-out conflict. As the situation evolved, the Council decided to hold a summit with Earth's leaders. This summit was to be a crucial opportunity to address concerns, clarify intentions, and hopefully reduce the rising tensions. Both sides hoped that direct communication could pave the way for a better understanding and a more stable future. The galaxy held its breath as the summit approached. The stakes were high, and the outcome would determine the course of interstellar relations. Would diplomacy prevail, or would the tensions lead to conflict? The answers were yet to come, but the path ahead was fraught with challenges and uncertainty. As the representatives prepared for the summit, the galaxy remained on edge, with everyone waiting to see how Earth and the Galactic Council would navigate this precarious situation. The rising tensions had set the stage for a critical turning point in the galaxy's history. The day of the summit arrived, and the Galactic Council was abuzz with anticipation. Representatives from various factions and Earth's leaders gathered in a secure, neutral space station orbiting a distant moon. This summit was the crucial moment for addressing the rising tensions and seeking a resolution. Both sides knew that the outcome of this meeting could shape the future of interstellar relations. The summit hall was a grand circular chamber designed for diplomacy and discussion. The walls were lined with screens displaying the flags and symbols of the participating factions. In the center, a large table with comfortable seating awaited the delegates. Earth's delegation, led by President Harrison, entered the room with a mix of confidence and nervousness. The president was accompanied by Admiral Jameson and key military and diplomatic advisors. The Galactic Council's representatives, including Chairman Zaylor, were already seated, their faces reflecting a mix of curiosity and concern. As the Earth delegation took their places, the room fell silent, and the meeting began. Chairman Zaylor started the proceedings. Welcome, representatives of Earth and members of the Galactic Council. Today we are here to discuss the recent developments concerning Earth's new Dreadnought, the Eclipse. Our goal is to find a path forward that ensures peace and stability for all parties involved. President Harrison nodded in agreement. Thank you, Chairman Zaylor. We appreciate this opportunity to address the Council and clarify our intentions. The Eclipse is indeed a powerful vessel, but its purpose is solely for the defense of Earth. We have no intention of using it for aggression. The Council members listened attentively as President Harrison outlined Earth's position. The President explained that the Eclipse was a response to the growing uncertainties in the galaxy, and it was meant to protect Earth from potential threats. The intention was to ensure that Earth could defend itself if necessary, but not to provoke or threaten other factions. Admiral Jameson then provided a detailed briefing on the Dreadnought's capabilities, emphasizing its defensive systems and its role as a deterrent, rather than a weapon of aggression. He assured the Council that Earth's military strategy was focused on maintaining peace and security. The Council members listened carefully, their initial skepticism giving way to a more nuanced understanding. The Andromedan Alliance's envoy, Lyra, spoke up. It is clear that Earth's intentions are defensive. However, the scale of the eclipse has understandably caused concern. We need to find ways to build trust and ensure that such misunderstandings do not escalate in the future. The discussion turned to practical measures for improving relations. Earth proposed a series of confidence-building initiatives, including transparency about their military capabilities and regular updates on the status of the eclipse. They also suggested establishing a joint monitoring team to oversee any future developments and ensure that the Dreadnought remained a tool of defense rather than offense. The Galactic Council was receptive to these proposals. The task force that had been investigating Earth's intentions reported that the steps Earth was offering were reasonable and constructive. The Council agreed to work with Earth on implementing these measures and to hold regular meetings to discuss ongoing developments. As the summit drew to a close, a sense of relief and optimism filled the room. The representatives from Earth and the Galactic Council had reached an agreement that addressed the immediate concerns and set the stage for a more cooperative future. The outcome was a testament to the power of dialogue and diplomacy in resolving conflicts. President Harrison and Chairman Zaylor shook hands, symbolizing the new understanding between Earth and the Council. The summit concluded with a joint statement affirming the commitment to peace and mutual respect. Both sides expressed their hope for a future where cooperation would replace suspicion and where the galaxy could thrive in harmony. As the delegates departed, there was a renewed sense of hope and possibility. The tensions that had once seemed overwhelming had been transformed into an opportunity for growth and collaboration. The eclipse remained a powerful symbol, but it now represented a new chapter in interstellar relations, one marked by dialogue, trust, and a shared vision for a peaceful future. The galaxy breathed a collective sigh of relief as the final outcome of the summit set a positive course for the days to come. The challenges had been met with determination and diplomacy, proving that even the most daunting obstacles could be overcome through understanding and cooperation.